Let's get into it. I mean, let's talk about cyber games. Let's talk about what the mission was, how everything came about.
So a quick reminder, if folks are just joining and trying to figure this out, we started about a year ago, and we had a wonderful open, virtual just like this, and engaged with a lot of athletes from across the United States. And they played an open, they applied, we reviewed their applications and invited them to a combine that went on for 4 weeks last year. And then we went to the draft day where Nora, you were MC right there at the HyperX Stadium in Vegas, and we had our team. Somewhere along the line, the pandemic opened up, but it still had a lot of delays. So we were supposed to play in December, and we ended up postponing the international games until June. And let me tell you, the coaches and the athletes, they were wonderful about staying committed to the program and practicing and getting to know each other and playing in some scrimmages during this wait time. Then we went to Greece and we had a fabulous time. We were so proud of our season one team. They did a wonderful job. I also want to say just a heartfelt thanks to the coaches. I know we keep calling them out. These coaches and mentors provided a ton of hours, Nor. They were putting together CTF sometimes at 2 a.m. Just to
Oh,
give
wow.
the athletes an opportunity to try something new, to solve a new puzzle. They were giving advice in office hours. They were working with not just the team of 25 that we acknowledged, but along the way, shout out to Jasmine Jackson for her accelerator program that we called last year that we're calling more of a pipeline program this year, where some of the athletes that didn't make the team but showed a lot of capability, she continued working with them and set up a whole program where they can meet with the coaches on a monthly basis to get stronger on their skills. And they're going directly to the combine this year. And we're hoping that they make the team. So we're really excited. Also, I just can't say enough. They've honored our country with their leadership, their cyber knowledge and dedication. So shout out to the athletes and the coaches for this inaugural year.
Now, let's take a quick look at the athletes and what are we looking for? Obviously, we have a lot of new viewers in. So let's talk about who are we looking for out there? Who can be an athlete? Who are we trying to invite out there to come out, give it a shot, see what they have?
Absolutely. We are looking for those individuals under 25 years of age to join the team. And that is new news. So if any heads perked up, yes, we have changed the age to under 25 and not under 24. It's kind of one of those things that we continue to tweak along the way. And it's because we're really collaborating with an international community on these games. And so sometimes the rules change a bit. But we are announcing that age change today. We are looking for high caliber advanced skills in cyber for this age group and very excited. Now, they don't have to be, and I loved what you said earlier, they don't have to be skilled in every single category, right? They could have strong skills in web security and crypto and still be weak in forensics. That's okay. Like any athletic team, we need strength and depth in certain categories and the ability to have the sportsmanship and leadership and teamwork to learn and to communicate with their team to be able to switch off and um, love your passes, as we say, during the game. So a wide variety of skill sets are needed.
I like that. I like that. Now, what do we have in season two? Sorry, in store for season two. So obviously, it's coming around the corner. Can you talk to us a little bit about the timeline of events, what events we have to look forward to, and how can people get involved?
Absolutely. So we have changed up. We have some news today, and there'll be an email coming out here shortly to all those that have signed up to play the competitive CTF. We changed things around. What we noticed is, and this is kind of exciting news, Nor, we haven't shared it yet. We have over 1,000 athletes signed up to play in the CTF this year. That's
Wow.
fantastic. And they can continue to sign up until July 7th. So that is a change in the schedule. Originally, it was July 4th. We're moving it to July 7th that they can register. And we're moving the competitive CTF to next Friday, July 8th. And there's a video that's going to be played a little later, and there's emails going out, and we'll be updating the website tomorrow with all these dates. There will be two drops of challenges, one to begin with, and then a few days later, we'll drop additional challenges. These are significantly more advanced than we were last year, and we are just upping our game. We took third, we want first. Plus, this is the second year. Now we have a better idea of what the curriculum and skills are that we need on the team. Shout out to Coach TJ O'Connor and Coach Brown for really spearheading some advanced challenges for the CTF competitive. Now, for those that are listening in that are not yet ready for the advanced challenges, that's perfectly okay. We're going to be opening up a beginner game room with a number of starter challenges, courtesy of our community of developers that have been developing and providing those challenges to us. And that will open up tomorrow, and they'll be able to play a variety of different games. There's no stress, there's no ranking, there's daily random prizes. We're trying to keep it fun. And the reason for that is because we want to realize that the age bracket we're talking about, right, is something like 16 to 25. So we need a pipeline of varying ages across the board. So if you're out listening and you're 18 years of age and you don't think you have the skills yet to play in an advanced CTF, but you want to get there and be part of this team, you should start now. And we'll be this year communicating a lot more on what challenges are out there that you guys can play. Obviously, a shout out to CTF Time to look over there and see which CTFs are available each weekend. But we figure we would put a starter game room out there for folks that just want to dabble, if you will. Now, there's some big changes coming in season 2. We have, of course, the combine's going to be twice as big this year, Nor.
Yep, it is.
Yeah. We need an East Coast team and a West Coast team to fill. So we'll have 2 teams. So we need 2 combines, and that will allow for easier scheduling of practices. One for the East Coast team and one for the West Coast team.
And just a quick, for someone who's wondering out there, for someone, say they do make the team, can you give them a quick example of what that might be like, what the events they might go to, the type of training? Because I see, obviously the last team, there was weekly, there was hours, there was obviously multiple coaches, you got to train in multiple different, but so when one does get on the team, how many hours are they committing to it? Is it kind of a part-time thing? Like a little bit more on that.
So it's interesting you say that. I would say, let's start with the combine. If they're playing the Open CTF next Friday, and they really want to be part of the combine, they need to have their application in by that Thursday, July 7th. If they're selected and invited to the combine, which is like an American football combine, right? It's skills. It's a virtual 4-week program. And that's probably 8 to 12 hours a week that they can plan on. Some folks have said this past year, I had a couple of athletes say, hey, I wish I knew, and then I could plan it as a second internship, because they felt they could give more hours to solving some of these puzzles and learning from their peers. Now, once they're selected in October and they're part of the team, we take some time off for the holidays and for finals. We're very aware that many on the team, if not all, have college that they're dealing with, but the captains will start scheduling weekly practices, and they'll have weekly meetings that they can meet at. So they're still planning probably 8 to 10 hours a week of practice. If not, they want to take it personally a little further because they're trying to shore up some skills. We offer, and we're going to have 4 scrimmages for this coming up year. And one of the big changes that we're working on now, call out to sponsors, we do need sponsors, is we want to bring the team together in person. That was a major takeaway from season 1, is that when the team got to Greece, it was the first time that they had met each other in person. And immediately they started bonding, and the excitement just continued to increase. We want to get in front of that. So we need some sponsors to help pay for some flights and bring everybody together. But we're hoping to do a couple of practice sessions in person so that we can bring the team together. And let's see. The other major thing that we're trying to do is diversity. We need diversity in every way you can define the word. We've started some great partnerships with nonprofits that focus on diversity, and we have a panel dedicated to that later today. We'll be working with them more and more starting this year in order to come up with pipeline programs and pop-up game exhibits, similar to we did one in February in Chicago at an indoor track meet where we brought track athletes, sat in front of a computer and say, you can experiment here with these games and possibly have a career in cyber. These athletes out there, they've never been approached about a cyber career before. So it's a great opportunity to bring high caliber, committed athletes to the cybersecurity community. So we'll be doing a lot more of that.
Very exciting. And yeah, thank you for clearing that up, because some people I know might think, hey, this might be really daunting. It might be a full-time thing. And obviously we're showing that you can still do it. Obviously, almost everyone, I think last year, almost everyone was in college. Maybe one might not have been, but yeah, I know almost everyone was. It was really interesting seeing where the hotbeds were in the country and which colleges are just churning out some very, very amazing prospects when it comes to it.
South Dakota, right? I think they had
Well,
5.
Kamish, you got anything else you want to let us know? Anything else that we can look forward to on the horizon?
Actually, I have one kind of thing I just wanted to share because I get this a lot for the last year. And I just want to bring up, you're hearing in the audience a lot of cyber athletes and this term that we're pushing around. And the reason why we're leveraging that is, one, it's very relatable to everybody. If you're a football or a baseball athlete, and now we're saying cybersecurity athlete, you can now relate and have great conversations. The second part, and here's the thing, for the last decade or more, we've had cyber pros, we've had hackers, we even have a hacker panel later today. We've even had gamers, cyber gamers, if you will. Thank you, CCDC, Cyber Patriot, Pico CTF, many other platforms out there. But cyber athletes are different. They're different because they are not only skilled in cybersecurity and playing cyber games, they are committed to intense training, a focus on achieving high goals in the cyber sport and regular competitions. That matters, and it's different. And it helps with a career because it shows a commitment and a higher level of performance in the cybersecurity areas. So we really want to celebrate those individuals who want to be cyber athletes that want to take it to the next level. And you see that all the way through Greece when, the team's coming off the bus and they're all equipped up with the jerseys and their laptops and their game face. You see it with the captains going over strategy before the competition starts. You see it with the long hours of them at a computer trying to stay at top mindset throughout. And even the watchdogs or refs that are moving around, even the coaches that are pacing on the sidelines trying to say, why can't I see more? Why can't I communicate more? I want to help more, just like a regular sport. And it's just exciting to see all of this start to happen. And with that, I would just say we're super proud of season 1. Athletes and coaches, thank you so much. And thank you to our season 1 sponsors as well. Looking forward to season 2.
And just to kind of piggyback off of that, I couldn't agree with you more. And I couldn't say that there isn't that really is the best word, cyber athlete. It is a team game. Look at soccer. The goalie is not scoring goals, and the guy scoring goals can't play goalie, right? They need each other. And this is the exact same thing in cyber games. You guys need each other. Like we said, maybe you're the defense, maybe you're offense, who it is, come out. We'd love to meet you. We want you to try out. Jess, is there any last remarks? Anything else?
The final competition, I know the director mentioned it. I'll say it again, 2023 International Cybersecurity Competition will be in the US, likely in California. And it's going to be probably the first week of August. We're working on the specific dates, but it will allow people to attend. Fandom can attend and then head on over to what we call the Summer Cyber Camp over in Vegas with Black Hat and DEF CON. So really excited about 2023.